hopefully everybody had a good Monday yesterday. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. So let me just post this kit over here, you guys. How is this not like the cutest Frankie, you guys? Love this one. Okay, pin that. Woohoo! There we go. Perfect. Okay, you guys, as you come on, say hello. I, of course, put the mesh on already. That one little part there looks a little wonky. Tell me this is not the cutest sign, so we decided to use her. There's also a witch. Hey, Teresa. I know, isn't she just adorable? Yep. So this is a wreath kit, you guys. I went ahead and pinned it, and you'll see it comes with the sign. You get your wreath form, of course, 2 rolls of mesh, and then you get these beauties. How pretty are these? Hey, Jamie. So super excited about this one, right? With the hot pink and the black. Okay, you guys, so I put the mesh in like I usually do. I cut it at 18 inches, put 1 of each color in each tie. So each tie has 2 pieces of mesh, 1 pink, 1 black. Added the sign on here, actually made a little hole and put it in with a pipe cleaner. And then on the top, using the sawtooth, you know, most of the signs now, they come with a little sawtooth. Hey, Karen. I just put a, what's it called? Jeez, a pipe cleaner onto that, and then just tied it to the frame. So that's it. Okay? And then, as usual, I squeeze my frames. I like them a little bit more oval. So, hey, Renee. Hey, you guys. Yeah, so I tend to like them a little bit more oval, so that's what I did. And then just put this sign, and I did put it up. It looks kind of centered a little bit. I am going to, I may even, well, I already put it like that, that's fine. We're going to be cutting some ribbon. I'm going to be doing some tails, but we're going to be making 2 big bows and then a bow up here, okay? I need to lift that up a little bit more. Okay. Kind of wish, like, maybe she was just a little higher. You know what? It'll be fine. I already wrapped it up there pretty good. That's fine. But yeah, she is super cute with her hot pink hair and then the pretty lime green on that. Love, love, love. Okay, you guys, let's cut some tails. I'll show you guys this ribbon. So yes, I know it's Halloween. I know we're still in May, but y'all know we got to get started early on all this. So, isn't it pretty hot pink, you guys? I love it. So you guys, let me know if it looks all clear. So I actually got I actually got a new phone and my internet. I changed my internet. And I was messing around with my, and it's like so clear now. So, because sometimes I get a little bit of where it, you know, it goes a little slower, it gets slower connection, but that should all be fixed now. No, I'm tired with that internet, man. Makes you crazy. Okay, so here is the ribbon. I'm going to show it to you all together, and then I'll show you guys separately. So look how pretty those are. And yes, 3 are very glittery. And then, of course, we got this black and white going here. So I'm not sure if I may do it in this order. But super, super pretty. But, you guys, look at this one. Look at that. And yes, it is literally that hot pink. Like, it is phenomenal. Right, so I always, it's like the struggle, right? What order am I going to put them in? Okay, you guys, let's cut some tails. So if you guys would not mind spreading the love, I greatly appreciate it. right? Let's cut some tails, you guys. We're going to cut them at 13. And this is, the kit is pinned at the bottom. I love, yes! Super, super cute. Oh, I shouldn't have cut that yet. Yo, so we're going to do, since there's 10 around the side, we're going to do 5 of each color, okay? Just the usual. We're gonna do some big bows though. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how's everybody been? Y'all, we're gonna I'm gonna be going over to the Wreath Shop tomorrow. We're gonna be coming up with some more kits for you guys. Probably gonna start doing, I want to do some fall florals. Hey Tracy. Really, really want to do some fall florals. Grapevines. Love using florals. I didn't even show you guys the extras I'm going to put in this bad boy. Okay, hold on. Let's cut this one and then I'll show you. I already dubbed out that one. I wanted to add some extras on here, right? But it's Halloween, so you can't make it too bright. So let me cut this and then I'll show you guys. So, hey Karen. So, she's got these. So I thought that would be a really cute contrast, right? So it pulls in like the, I was thinking more for the black, you know, like around her eyes, just like an accent on the top of her earrings. So we're going to put some of that in. And then look at this. She had this, and I thought these were so cute. So we're going to tear this up and put it around there. After Justice Lines. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming on. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab with the Wreath Shop here, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sarah and I try to pick stuff. Sometimes I go in there and I pick stuff. So lots of fun things. So really appreciate you joining. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm just going to put the tails on the outside. And so I only need to cut 5. That's a new number. 5 is a new number, guys. 5 of each one. Super cute. Yeah, the colors. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could have pulled in. So the edge on this one is gold. I could have glammed it up. I could have added some gold in there. I could have. When we were kind of going to stick more, I could have glammed Miss Frankie up. We went a little bit different route. But look how cute. Look at that. Y'all. This ribbon. This ribbon. It gets me. It gets me. Okay, so we're just going to do this. And then this, of course, is like the fuchsia. And it's that thicker glitter. Hey, Misty. How are you? So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Plus, she's got her hot pink hair there. You know what would have looked really cute? And I don't know if she's, I mean, I know she has, but if I would have found a, like, maybe a black butterfly to put on her hair up here. That would have been amazing. Hey, Kathy Austin. For Halloween. So we're just cutting these tails. I was just about to say that. Hey, Katie. So the tails are 13 inches. 13 inches. I was just about to tell you guys. And yes, this is the 5/8. Yes, it is very thin. I still dovetail it. Not gonna lie. I always like dovetailing them. Of course. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in case you missed it, I did already put the mesh on the base, and I cut those strips at 18 inches. And I put one of each color in the ties. So 18 inches. You guys, I don't know if you guys saw or got, make sure you guys sign up for newsletters. You sign up for all the notifications, because what did Sarah decide to do? She's put patriotic ribbon and sprays 25% off. Y'all, there is some very glittery red ribbon that I am getting. So super cute. Okay. So we got 5 of each now, you guys. Gonna move this out of the way, and then we're gonna put our tails in. Y'all, I actually cleaned up my desk up here. Oh, can you believe it? And I actually have room. So I'm going to pair these two together. Okay. And because I want pink in both ties. So we're going to pair those two together. And we're going to pair the black and white stripe with the pink. The fuchsia. Y'all, it's hot pink. I know. We all come up with the different colors. I'm sure there's technically a reason for it. Like maybe it has more purple, or maybe it has more something else. I don't know. It's hot pink. Okay. So we put those together. Put my zip ties out of the way. And now we're going to add it around on the outside of this. So I like to add my tails on the lower level, and then on the top one, that's where I add whatever bows I'm gonna make, or cheater bows. And then all I'm gonna do is alternate these colors. Okay? Or alternate the sets. So we're gonna bring this in here. All you do is fold it in half. And then you just gather it in the middle, just like that. And then you find your bottom tie here. And you push it in the center, and you just give it a couple of twists. That's it. Okay. Now, next color. And all I'm going to do is just alternate all around on the outside, you guys. So how's everybody doing? Y'all, we had a tornado warning. Like, it got close. It got close, not gonna lie. I was like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. And it was like, yeah, like you could tell it wasn't your regular little tornado warning. Yeah, it's kind of serious. And then, unfortunately, before it got up to us, they, hit some areas, which, oh, you always hate to hear that. But we had to hunker down in the laundry room. They tell you, go to the room that has no windows in the center of the room. All that has to be my laundry room. Gotta go hide in there. But no, it passed us. We did get the hail. We got the crazy wind. Super, super crazy wind. It was just kind of sweeping all over the place through here. And power did go out for a little bit, but it came back. So that wasn't, it was all very temporary. But no, it was actually, and you could hear the sirens going. It was like, ooh, come on now. But it is that time of this, it is that time of the season, so. Okay, all we're doing is just alternating. Ooh, there's a little wire. Make sure you trim that. On the 5/8 ribbons, you guys, a lot of times, and the 7/8, those wires tend to come out a little bit. So just keep an eye on that, and if they do, then make sure that you cut that little wire, because if you're going to stab yourself on it, a customer, you know, if you're making that for a customer, they'll probably stop. They won't be happy. So what we're doing here, finding our next tie. And I like to put the tails on the outside, you guys, just so that you can see all the ribbons. Super pretty. 92. Well, it's like 82 here. Oh no, it was still warm. It was muggy as ooh. Yeah, it wasn't like we were getting that and it was nice, comfortable outside. It was gross. But 92. Good old San Bernardino. Of course, it's gonna be 92. I'm gonna go out there and for my little grandbaby's 2nd birthday. Super excited. That's coming up here in a couple of months. Okay, you guys, squishing this there. Coming to our next tie here. Yeah, it was like, it was here and then it was gone. But we did get but yeah, it just sounded different. Took me, we were like, oh no, it means business this time. No, because you end up, you're already over this heat. Girl, August is, okay, so it gets hot here. Of course it gets hot. But August is a whole nother ridiculous thing. Yeah, I know. Like 2 days, I'm like, oh, it's been, you know, we hit 95 degrees and 101 already on 2 different days. I'm done. I'm done with the heat. Summer heat. There. It was hot. Let's move on. Maybe 1 or 2 more. That's it. But then my oldest daughter, so she lives in Kelly, but she lives in Julian. It is not no 92, Renee, in Julian. It was like 55 and 60 the other day. I'm like, I need to move over there. I just need to go be her neighbor. Because it's like the highest I think they get during the summer is like 84, 85, something like that. I'm like, what? That's like perfect. Hey, Kathy Mitchell. Yeah, right? The hot pink with the... Look at that green. It's spectacular. It's like a shimmery lime, you know. It's gorgeous. What do they call it? A long time ago, I used to collect antique quilts, and they had the really old, it was green, but they called it poison green. Ooh, that color is beautiful. That's what this reminds me of. Oh, thank you, Sydney. I appreciate that. I try to make some fun stuff. Okay, so we're just alternating all the way around, you guys. Yeah, I gotta do some grapevines, guys. You know me, I like my florals. Let's gather that. Just a couple more. See, this is why I put the mesh in before I come on here, you guys. Because it's like watching paint dry. I know. It is gorgeous. Yeah, she lives up there, and it is, oh, I love it. So I'm just like, oh, I just need to come be your neighbor here. It is beautiful. But yeah, they've been getting like 60s, mid 60s. So I'm like, whew. Yeah, when I saw that, yeah, the highest is 85. August, but you know what it is like in Texas, right? So, you know, having lived in California, it's like you get the heat, but it's like a dry heat. Here, it's the mugginess. Oh my goodness, that's the humidity. The humidity out here is no joke. It makes, ooh, it's like soup. Ooh, I can't breathe. So dramatic. But yeah, August. August is the worst month, I think. Just, no, too much. Too much. Tap out. Okay, last one, you guys. Pushing that in there. What are you cutting your tails at? 13. 13. I'm pretty creature of habit with that. Very once in a while I'll make them larger, but it'll be on a swag. But on something like this, it's 13. See, all the way around. So now we sprinkle more of that pink. That way we see our ribbons out there too. All right. We got this on the outside there. Of our tails here. So it goes all the way around now. See that? Ooh, that's why I like it. Okay, you guys, we're going to make 2 big bows. We're going to make a bow on this side, and we're going to make a bow on this side. Let's grab our bow maker. Okay, you guys. The colors, Barb, look at this ribbon. If you have not bought this ribbon, you got to go get that ribbon. Okay, so we are going to, we're going to make the bow, I think, in this order. Or maybe go on the outside. I was debating. Okay. There's that. Thank you, Jamie. Right, we wanted something bright. We wanted it to. Okay, so we're gonna do some long tails here. So let's see. So we're gonna make these tails. Let's do them 16 inches. Remember, I always say that it's better for them to be longer than shorter because you can always give it a haircut. Okay, so we're gonna do 16-inch tails, you guys. And then we're going to do a 6.5-inch loop. There. 6.5 on this side. And we're going to cut our tail at 7.5. Dovetail this bottom. There we go. Now we're going to bring in our black and white. So a lot of times I alternate, like I won't put the 2.5 next to each other, but honestly, you can put your ribbons however you want. There is no, right? We're going to do this tail, we're going to do it at 6.5. So our tail here is going to be 6.5, which means our loop is going to be a 6. So remember, our first one's 6.5 on the loop. So each loop is coming in 1/2 inch and each tail is coming in about 1/2 inch. I'm not as accurate with my tails as I am with my loops. It's not as important with the tails. Hey, Sharon. Now we're going to come down here, and it does not have to match exactly. It's actually, I usually like to make them a little staggered. Too early for Barb, everyone's doing it. So usually I start working on my stuff 3 months ahead of time. So since it's almost the end of May, then I would be working on fall. But Halloween, it's a little early, but I will tell you this, Barb, I've sold 5 Halloween to customers, so I ain't gonna argue. Okay, so let's bring this down, stagger it a little bit, and we're gonna make this tail at a 5.5. So people are shopping. So I've sold the combination. I've sold summer, fall, and Halloween. If they want it, I will make it. Okay. I like to kind of wiggle my tails around. Kind of move all my loops. Okay, now we're going to come in with this. Our little 5/8. Yes, I dovetail it. I know. You're probably going, why? Why not? Ooh, I don't like the deep V's when I cut it. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So we're going to come in here. So that tail is going to be 5.5. Which is going to make, so we started off at 6.5, 6, 5.5, and then this is going to be 5. By yourself, I want to say 5-ish, 6-ish maybe. Hold on, I'll tell you. If you click on the bottom, it will, let's see. If you want to get just Mrs. Frankie, she is $5.95. If you want to get the whole kit, the kit is $47.95. There we go. Now remember on the link on the bottom, you guys, it just takes you over the page. But the way that she does it is she also lists and makes each of the items that are in the kit clickable. So if you don't want to get the entire kit, say you have some of the ribbon already, it's fine. You can just go in, click what you want, and then just, pick from there. So if you don't want the whole kit, it's okay. We ain't going to be mad at you. You can get just single pieces, whatever you want. Yeah, super cute sign. Okay, so we're doing that. And then I'm going to bring back, and the center is going to be this one. Because it works so perfectly with this, I want this to be in the center. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tail here. It's going to be about 5 inches. Then I'm going to do my little bump. My bump is 3. And then the tail down, which is about, I would say, 8. And before you lose your mind, it is okay. You can make a center that is 2.5, even though your ribbon before that was only 7/8. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay, and all I'm going to do is make sure you put finger, thumb, and fingers underneath on each side, okay? Do not lift this out of here until you have this nice and snug, so that way you don't lose your little stack there. Because if you do, you're going to be mad. Okay, and I use zip ties. You can use pipe cleaners. Everybody, does whatever they're comfortable with. I like zip ties. So you heard the teeth. Go on the back. Put that on there. And we're just gonna, there you go. And I'm gonna kind of work my tails first. Okay. I always like doing that. Now I'm going to go with the first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, and my tail. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing. First layer, second layer, there, hot pink. There, twist up there. Okay. Now I'm going to come back here and give that one zip tie a little tug. Love the heart. I know, isn't it? Hey, Tina. It is, Tina. Tina, it's got gold on the edge, girl. I was thinking of glamming Mrs. Frankie up, but I didn't go that route. But you totally can because it's gold. So, super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to make my little bumps here, my little loops. Look at that bow. Ooh, we got all our colors in there. We got our tails. Super, super pretty. And like I said, I wanted this in the center. Because look. Do you have any ideas when Sarah is getting in fall floors? I have not. I'm going over there tomorrow and I'll ask her. I'll find out. Okay, so look at that. Now see, the other thing that I do is, right, so I'm going to put that there down here. And by doing this, if I need to trim some of these tails, I can, right? Because I don't want them covering her. She's pretty. So we're going to put that probably right there. So we're going to use our zip tie, put it through the mesh. There it is. And make sure when you do that, you have mesh behind the bow, okay? It's going to help support it. Come on, man. Get in there. You can feel it. Now making sure I'm attaching it to the wire frame, okay? Here we are. And I'm not going to tighten it all the way until I'm completely done. In case I need to move it around a little bit. Ooh, I hear some teeth. Bye-bye. Like I said, I want to make sure that these tails are not covering her up, so I'll probably trim a little. Hey, Shirley. Thank you. So what we can do is, and this is where kind of why I don't tighten it all the way, is for this very reason. So I need to kind of reposition my bow a little bit. I can do that without fighting it too much. If you tighten it all the way under the frame, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so we're going to cut a couple little that way it's near her, but it's not going to cover her completely. Now we're going to do one on the other side. Pretty, pretty. Okay, guys, next one. So, just like on the last one, we did our tail around 16 inches. There we go. And then our loop was 6.5. Thank you, Misty. She cute. You could even put her in a grapevine. I'd put her in a grapevine. Okay. Cut our tail about 7.5. I did cut it already. Yeah, this ribbon, so I got this. I'm probably going to get some more. That, I really, really like that. Okay, now we're going to come in once again. So the bottom two bows are going to match, okay? Just going to have one on this side and one on this side. So we are going to do this once again, about 6.5. She's going to be a 6. Remember, each little loop comes in about 1/2 inch. Remember, you can always experiment with your bows. I do it all the time. Coming down here, staggering that a little bit. I don't like it to be, there are times when I will make my tails exactly the same, and it's for specific things. But if it's like something, you know, you're just designing and, you know, sometimes your customers want a specific thing, then yeah. But I don't always do that. Come down here. About 1/2 inch. Plus, I always think it looks better with your tails kind of staggered, you know, different lengths. 5.5. So our first loop is 6.5, 6, 5.5. But yeah, and of course I had to have the black and white striped, you guys. I'm such a sucker for that. Who else has to add black and white in their designs? I try to add black and white in everything. Spring, Valentine's, like it doesn't matter. I always want to add black and white in there. I always think like it adds like a nice little pop. Oh, you know what? I did that one already on that side, so no. Yeah. Or pink, let's face it. As soon as they started, you know, people really started liking the pink and the Halloween, oh, I was all for it. Like, yay! I could add some more. Makes it fun. It's not so, you know, there is the classics, don't get me wrong. Some of my best sellers are with the classic orange and black. You know, orange, black, and white. Tried and true, yes. But can't go wrong adding a little bit of pink in there somewhere. Come on now. And this loop here, remember, is a 3. And remember, all measurements are approximate, you guys. If you make it 3.5, it's not gonna be earth-shattering. It's not gonna be bad. Okay? And this bottom tail, about 8. And once again, finger on one side, thumb on the other, fingers underneath. Squeeze. Yes, I have a good grip. Now you lift it up. So what's everybody working on? Now I'm telling you right now, I still am selling a lot of summer. But I like to have, I started putting fall and Halloween in the shop because people will start buying. Like I said, I've already had some Halloween sold. I was kind of surprised. That's the earliest I've had it sell so far, so. Work our tails a little bit here. First layer, second layer. And I do this in the order in which they're in. Okay? And I'll tell you why in one second. When you do this, if you ever make bows or you're practicing bows and you notice that there's like that lump in the center, when you do this, it kind of flattens that lump out. My son and I just delivered some for a wedding this weekend. Nice! Lady, but oh, that's awesome. Yeah, lots of summer. Summer is still selling strong. Still selling strong. But the shoppers are looking. They're looking at the fall. They're looking at the Halloween. Like I said, if people want it, I will make it. Once again, coming in here and puffing our little loops. I just like the other one. I'm probably going to have to cut some of those tails on top, but that's okay. But once again, look how fun this is. And this one's going to go on this side. So I wanted her to have bows on one on each side. I am putting this through. Oh, this mesh is thick. Put it in there. I really like to make sure there's mesh underneath my bow. Okay, that's what's going to give it that little support. There we are. Come on, man. There it is. There it is. Alright, she's kind of in the center here. Trim some of these up just a little bit. Like I said, the bows don't have to be exact, okay? That being said, that one may be a little bit longer. There we are. Okay? So check out those pretty bows there. And I also will move my tails around to make sure. Right, we've got her down here. So if these are really far off, I will trim them down so that they don't look wonky, right? Everything within reason. But yeah. So we got our 2 big bows there. Which choice is Tina? Okay, you guys, and we're also going to make another big bow up here. Okay? Gonna make a bow here. I do that all the time. You know which one I accidentally hit? Exclamation or question mark. So I'll be texting with Lisa and I'll be like, awesome, question mark. And I'm like, no. And she's like, what? I'm like, sorry. Will there be a Frankie kit? There may be a Frankie kit. I'll go talk to her tomorrow. You like them long like that, right? And I thought it would make it look really pretty. So, I'm going to do a cheater bow up here. Because I really like these bows down here. Like, they're like really, really amazing there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put a cheater bow like right above her head right here. Maybe one here and one here. I think we're going to go cheater bow route, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You know, it's like, if you text somebody, love it, exclamation, they're like, yeah. If you text someone, love it, question mark, they're like, why? What's wrong? Like, sorry, friend. Okay, you guys, cheater bows. If you make cheater bows by hand, all you need is a strip of ribbon that's 24 inches long. I do my cheater bows on the bow maker, so it's the same length, but I do them differently, right? So what I do is the 7-inch tails and 5-inch loop. If I were to pull that out, that's 24 inches. So we're going to do, right there, 7 inches. Five-inch loop. And we're going to dovetail. Yeah, that's like the worst, right? And then, it's so funny, my kids make fun of me because, so, my kids text, and they text like this. I text. I don't know why. And I type. I can type. I know how to type. I don't know why. I always make fun of me. I type fast, but... Okay, so we're going to bring in the black with this one. So we're going to pair it up just like I did with the tails. Right? I'm like, I think. You like those? Yeah, I do too, right? Like this bow's right there. It brings the length. It makes it like she's spectacular. So I kind of wanted to have her, you know. She deserves to be glammed up by some bows. So I'm doing a cheater bow up here on the top. So I think I want this cheater bow right about here. So what I'm going to do, because there is no tie right there, I'm just going to use zip tie, you guys. It is. It is. She's all dolled up with bows. She purty. Okay. So let's do this. And then we're going to come in here and put this above her head. Is there a tie right now? It's all hidden. It's all hidden behind the sign. It's okay. Zip ties fix everything. I always tell my husband that. He's like, babe, they do not. I'm like, yes, they do. They fix everything. What I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure I'm putting it through the mesh. Okay. That's what I want. And making sure that I'm attaching it to the metal base. Anytime I put anything in here, I make sure that it's attached to the metal base. Okay? That way it's nice and... Okay. I'll do this cheater bow here. That tail's a little bit long, so we're going to trim it. Just a smidge. There. Okay. Like that better. She's got pretty tails here. Bows at the bottom. And I think we're going to make a bow here, but we're going to make some. So I didn't have to start. Thank you, Ari. So we're going to make a bow right here. So let's see. So we're going to do this. Let's do this 6.5. Okay, let's do it 7. I don't want to fight it. And we're going to do this 6. And we're going to do this about 15 inches. Ooh, got a dovetail. Now I'm doing this type of bow because I want the bow to go right here at an angle. And then after this, we're going to add our florals. Okay, about 1/2 inch down. And our loop is going to be a 5.5. And just like the top, we're going to stagger this tail about 1/2 inch. The reason why I stagger them is so that you can see each ribbon. Right? If you make them all the same length, then they're just going to be stacked one on top of the other, and then you can't appreciate it all. Once again, about 1/2 inch. Same thing with the loop. So where the first one was 6, 5.5, now this is a 5. I missed the beginning. Oh, some of this. And then I got these. I found these. I was just looking through some boxes, and I found these, and I thought, I need that. I need that in her life. I need that in her life. Now she does have these really pretty fuchsia sequence, ooh, right? Ooh la la. Flowers. But the only thing is that the center is yellow. Now, in my head, I thought, oh, you know what I could do? I could always make the center black, you know, paint or anything, glitter. But I didn't have the time. But you could totally do that. She's got those flowers, so. This is going to be 4.5. So that could also be a possibility. She's got these fuchsia flowers. And I thought, ooh, I just didn't have the time, friends. Y'all know what happens, right? It's like I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have the time. I know it. Okay, so that bow there, I'm just going to make it like this. Okay? Oh, zip ties. Once again, lift this up a little bit. Finger on one side, thumb on the other, fingers underneath. Squeeze. Same thing. Make sure I put it the right way. Very nice, honeys. I've been away from my craft for a few weeks. Oh, nice. Love to inspire, right? It's all the different fun stuff. Now, remember, you guys, this is a kit. You can get all of it. You can get parts of it. But make it your own. Like, this is how I'm doing it. You can do it entirely different. You know? This is just how I'm doing it. You can always do it different. Give that zip tie a little tug. Cut that off right there. And see? Look how pretty this bow is. I didn't want to do it with the same as this because we already had this one here, right? You can't have too much of a good thing. So what I want to do with this one is I want to put that right there. Once again, we're going to push the zip tie through the mesh till it gets, I can feel it on the other side. Yay, there it is. Come on, man. It's so thick. Okay, there we are. And once again, making sure that it is around the metal base part. There we are. Perfect. So here we are. So see? So that makes a nice little contrast, right? So what I'm going to do over here think I'm going to do a cheater bow right there. You know what? No, I'm not. Let me just add more of the florals on that side. Okay, guys. Really loving that bow right there. So here we are. Woo! Hey, Cindy. Thank you, thank you. Don't you want to keep it up for yourself? I know, right? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We've got so much more Halloween to make coming up, so who knows? Okay, let's add some florals because I was thinking of adding another ribbon there, but then I'm thinking, no, I want to see these florals. So let's add these. So this is an extra. This is not included in the kit, you guys. This is also, if you click on the link to the kit at the bottom, she did put it under the extras. It is a spray. I did grab 2 of them. I usually cut them into 3s. And I like to make sure, right, because they come and they're kind of, you know, a little bit stuck together. So I like always kind of fanning them out so you can see everything. And now there was a lot of different colors, right? She's got, this is the fabric flowers. I always call them the FH. But she's got them, I used the last one in green with purple. What did you dress up for Halloween party? No, last year? What did I dress up as last year? No, I was Jack Sparrow. Maybe it'll be Mrs. Frankie this year with hot pink hair. Oh, I could totally do it. Heck yeah. I ended up being Jack Sparrow. Yes, I had a mustache. It was awesome. So yeah, see? Okay, and we're going to put this around Mrs. Frankie. I'm telling you, maybe that's what I'll do for Halloween, you guys. Okay, so in October, my really good friend Tracy, she has a Halloween party every single year. And I go back to California, and I always go for the Halloween party. It's a thing. It's a thing, okay? I moved out here. I've been out here already 6 years, but that's my girl. And so every year I go in October for that. We see all our friends. Super, super fun. Amazing Halloween party. She goes out, guys. She goes all out. Like, it's nuts. Highlight of the year. Guaranteed. So, but she does a Halloween contest. I went once year as, oh my God, The Incredibles, Edna. Yep, that's right. With a little wig and glasses and stuff. That was super fun. I won that year. I won the Halloween contest. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I could maybe do Mrs. Frankie with hot pink hair. Okay, guys, we're splitting this up. Y'all, okay, so usually on these sprays, I cut off this ridiculous little stem. But for Halloween and fall, I keep them because they actually match. Yes, it was super fun. My husband went as Mr. Incredible. I went as Edna Mode. Super, super fun. Taller. So these sprays come usually 2 sets of florals. I pull one out. Hold on. Because I shortened this one, it's got a big old stick in here that I don't need. So I'm going to pull that out. Perfect. And now we're going to wrap that back up. Yeah. Oh, we do. She takes like a gazillion pictures. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, she usually takes like 200 or more pictures for every Halloween. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay. So here's this one. I'm going to put this, I think, on the opposite side here. The green pink. Yes. So the Harlequin ribbon has a little bit of an edge of gold. And it just, I'm like, she fancy. Like, it's super, super cute. Okay, so we're adding these florals all around. I will tell you that I'm probably going to take this, cut that down a little bit, and put it right over here. Okay, so I like the florals all around her. Take this other one here. This one in here. Now I have another one, and so I'm going to probably add some more in here, and then a little bit on the outside. And I still got to add my pink, you guys. But that's a nice little break, right? Take that off there. Yeah, see. Got that other little piece. Yeah, Halloween, I love Halloween costumes, doing Halloween. Because it's always fun. You can always find, right, some really fun thing to do. Now we're going to come in with this one and bring it in through here. So we're getting her, she's getting flowers all over the place. Okay. Make sure you spread these out, okay? But this, okay, so this is a great one. This spray is the black and white. So there's actually one that has gray in it. So that would be a really fun one to put in here too. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little bit of this back here. Kind of behind the bow, just kind of peeking out. Also, I love the height on these. I always like, you know, a lot of stuff that can peek out, and this is perfect for that. I gotta add those little pink ones too. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll add a little bit here on the bottom because we don't have any down there. Yeah. See? Great minds think alike. I'm like, the bottom. I gotta add on the bottom. I'm going to break this up here a little bit. When you first started to cut up the white flowers, I thought they were ghosts. Oh! Those would actually be really cute if they were. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Little baby ghosties. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're going to bring in some of this in here. Right? I do the same thing. Look, sometimes I don't have my glasses on and I'm like, what is that? Depends, right? I'm like, they're just for reading everything. No. So you got some black and white there. We've got it up there. Put that on the side right there. I could probably add a couple little more pieces right now. So you know what? Hold on one sec, you guys. So let me bring that down just a little bit there. It's sticking out too far, I think. Okay. I'm going to set these for side. But look how cute these are. Okay, you guys. I don't know if you can see. Do you see how fuzzy they are? So it looks really iridescent on there. They're just super fuzzy. Super, super cute. So I thought, why don't I add some of these in here? Like, how fun would these be? Let's see. Maybe I'll add one right here. Kind of add it in between my florals. She's kind of just peeking out. I kind of feel like I need to put it against the black so it shows off a little bit more, if that makes sense. Okay. And the other thing is these bend. So these little leaves have wire all through them. So you can do that literally, you can do anything. So it has a wire that literally runs the entire length of that. So you can put them just about anywhere and make them bend however you would want, which is super cute. Okay, so we're gonna put one of these up here against this black. Put that there. So you notice I'm kind of adding it around, you guys. There's quite a few. And they're just kind of like a little bit of a little pink something, something. And we're going to put this up here. And the other thing is too, when you pull them off, they actually have quite a nice little stem on them there. So we can actually spread them out even more. So right here. And I did put some that are a little closer, some that are a little further, right? A little further up there. It's okay. We want to spread the love. And just like the last one, I think we need to put it maybe if I put that there. Let's see. Well, hold on. I've got 3, so I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add it back here. Once again, kind of peeking. You guys know I like the kind of peeking. And that's the longer one for that one. Toss that one aside there. I'm going to do this one over here. And we need one at the bottom, just like we did the black and white there. I'm actually going to put it like that. So now we have pink sparklies coming out everywhere. We have some florals here. I'll probably add that last little floral up there with this. Nice. Thank you, Karen. Okay, guys, that is it. Let me take it off of here. I'll probably find some little spots where I'm like, hey, I need to move that a little bit. Or, hey, I always do that. I'm like, I get done, I'm like, oh, I'll adjust that just a little bit. Okay, guys, so here is Miss Thing. She is covered in amazingness. We've got our giant bows at the bottom. We've got our bow here on the side. We've got cheater bow on the top there. We've got tails going all around on the outside. Thank you, thank you. Right? She got her little hot pink leaves. So she good. She glammed up. Okay, guys, so that is it for tonight. Make sure you guys go over to the Wreath Shop, check out the, thank you, everyone. Jeez. Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys go over and check out the 25% off all the patriotic. I'll clean this up, take a picture of it, post it. This is the wreath kit. It is pinned there. I'm not sure what I'm doing Thursday yet, but I'm going over to the Wreath Shop tomorrow. I'm probably putting a bunch of stuff together. So thank you for joining, you guys. And if you guys are not following this page here, the Wreath Shop, make sure you do that. If you are not following my page, the Red Rustic Rose, make sure you go over there and follow that. Okay, you guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.